everybody? Welcome back to E Cubed. Boy, we have a great expression today. Oh boy, do we have a good expression today. And it's brought to you by some new patrons. Today's expression is, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, you probably know this expression, but this expression can have so many different meanings. For example, oh boy, wonderful, that's great. But also very typically, oh boy, oh my goodness, oh boy, oh no, oh this is not a good one. And that's what I want to focus on today. Oh boy can be very positive, but I think usually, I don't know, just in my experience, and it's kind of a guess, oh boy usually has, oh my goodness, oh no, something difficult, something not good, something that you don't really like, something unexpected but not in a good way. This is the idea on how we use this expression. Why boy? Can we say girl? Oh girl. No. We can say, oh boy. We can also say, oh man. But you can't say, oh woman. I'm sorry. These expressions are sexist. Women, I'm sorry. Even women do not say, oh girl. Oh woman. Oh girl. No, even the women say, oh boy. Oh man. Yeah. So sorry. I don't know. I didn't make the language. I'm just saying. The English people, they made the language and they thought it was very proper. So I suggest you, if you have any complaints, that you send them to the Queen of England. She'll be more than happy to listen to your complaints, I'm sure. She'll probably just say, you need a cup of tea. Yeah. Oh boy, check out the dialogue. Help me with this. I need examples of utilitarianism. Oh boy. Well, doing something that helps the majority? You have one pill that will save one life. A child and a brilliant scientist need that pill. A utilitarian would give it to the scientist. Does that help? What? Oh, that was a difficult question. Utilitarianism. Can you explain utilitarianism? It's a type of philosophy. It looks at morals and ethics and what is best for society. Oh boy, that's difficult. That's a tough one. Ooh. Math questions. Oh boy, I don't know. Utilitarianism. It's actually very interesting. Have you guys heard the typical one? There's a train. This is a train, and the train is going down the tracks, and there's a fork in the track. So the tracks go like this, and the train must choose. On this track, there's 3 people. On the track here, and on this track there's 1 person. Is that the way it goes? I'm not really sure. Which direction should you send the train? The better idea, there's a bridge. You know this one. There's a bridge, and there's you here, and there's a really big fat guy. There's a big fat guy. Now, the train, if it keeps going, it's going to kill all 3 people. Boom, 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 dead, 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 dead. Or you could push the fat guy over the bridge to stop the train and save these 3 people. So it's your choice. Do you allow the train to go and kill 3 people? Or would you push the fat guy over the bridge to stop the train? What would you do? Well, it's easy for a utilitarian believer, somebody who follows the philosophy of utilitarianism, of course, without a question, you would push the fat guy and stop the train. That way you lose one person, but 3 people gain. The majority is the winner. In this dialogue, you have a child who's sick and will die unless you give him this pill. Or you have a scientist who's a genius. He also will die unless you give him this pill. There's only one pill. Who do you give the pill to? The scientist who can create great things for humans, or the child who's just a child? It might end up being somebody like me. I mean, somebody worse than me. Yeah. Well, a utilitarian believer, follower, would give it to the scientist, because the scientist can provide so much for humanity. This is the idea. But the question is really difficult. Oh boy. That's a tough question. Oh boy. It's a good expression. So today, or during this week, whenever somebody asks you a difficult question, I want you to say, oh boy. So if your mom says, Shane, what do you want for lunch? Oh boy. Do I want a hamburger? Do I want a hot dog? Do I want a tofu burger? Oh boy, that's a difficult question. Should you become a sponsor of this podcast, my videos? Oh boy, it's very difficult. I'll tell you about the new sponsors, the new patrons, and how you can be one. After you listen to the dialogue 3 more times, be sure to practice with a friend. Help me with this. I need examples of utilitarianism. Oh boy. Well, doing something that helps the majority? You have one pill that will save one life. A child and a brilliant scientist need that pill. A utilitarian would give it to the scientist. Does that help? Help me with this. I need examples of utilitarianism. Oh boy. Well, doing something that helps the majority? You have one pill that will save one life. A child and a brilliant scientist need that pill. A utilitarian would give it to the scientist. Does that help? Help me with this. I need examples of utilitarianism. Oh boy. Well, doing something that helps the majority? You have one pill that will save one life. A child and a brilliant scientist need that pill. A utilitarian would give it to the scientist. Does that help? First of all, let me say thank you so much to a few new sponsors. The first one I want to say is Ingrid. Now, Ingrid Basher, she was a patron, and then she said, no, I'm stopping. I'm not going to be a patron. And she switched to being a coffee fund subscriber or donator. And actually, it's a little bit more, but Ingrid said, don't buy a coffee, get a nice cold Heineken. Ooh, sounds very delicious. Ingrid, thank you so much for that. Now, so Ingrid left Patreon and she went to my other channel. If you're curious, I don't even know the channel. It's dailydictation.blogspot.com. There's a coffee fund, and that's where Ingrid signed up at. So thank you so much, Ingrid. That's very kind, very generous of you. I sincerely appreciate it. Next we have Johnson Liao. Johnson Liao. Thank you so much, Johnson. Now, Johnson not only signed up as a new patron, Johnson also signed up for DDM Live and Perf Live. So, Johnson, I'm looking forward to meeting you. And once again, thank you so much for being a sponsor. Next, we have Lisette. Lisette, thank you so much for becoming a new sponsor. I have no information on Lisette. Then we have Giovi Peterle. Giovi Peterle. Giovi, your generosity is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for your help. I appreciate it so much. We have a couple more. We have Dimin Wang. Is my pronunciation okay? Is it Diamond or Dimin? Dimin Wang. Thank you so much. Next, Ben Zakaria. Zakaria. Ben, thank you very, very much, Ben. We have Oleksi Resis. Thank you so much, Oleksi. Your support means a ton to me. And Fabian Suchet. Or is it Fabian Suchet? Fabian. I'm thinking it's Fabian. Thank you so much. These are my new sponsors, my new Patreons. They are taking ownership in their English education and helping me out at the same time. Well, you see the link, www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. You can sign up, and all it takes is $1 a month. If you sign up for $1 a month, that's outstanding. Now, what happens is, I'm being totally honest, I get about 70 cents for every dollar. So, and part of those are Patreon fees and PayPal fees, credit card fees, and things like that. So there are lots of fees. Now, actually, if you gave more, for example, I think the maximum, there is one person, thank you so much, who actually gives over $30 every month. It's an incredible amount of money, and I sincerely appreciate that. In that case, no, I get a much higher percentage. I don't know, but I'm guessing if the person gave $30, I would get about $27 or $28. I don't know exactly, but the percentage is very different. But the point is, if you give $1, 70 cents comes to me. And that 70 cents means a lot. It helps me pay for my electricity, etc., etc., etc. And we're growing and getting better and better. And you are getting ownership. So anything from $1 to $1 million. If you're Bill Gates and you watch my videos, Mr. Gates, $1 million a day is nothing. You have billions. $1 million a month is nothing. You have billions. And if you actually give me $1 million a month, I will go teach you English every day, one-on-one. Maybe. Thank you very much. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.